Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills of the countryside, there lived a little boy named Alexander. Alexander was a curious and adventurous child who loved to spend his days exploring the fields and meadows that surrounded his family's farm. But more than anything, Alexander loved his pony, Buttercup. Buttercup was a beautiful chestnut pony with a long flowing mane and gentle brown eyes. She was Alexander's faithful companion and best friend. Every morning, Alexander would wake up early to feed Buttercup and brush her silky coat before going on their daily adventures together. They would gallop through the fields, chase butterflies, and even splash in the crystal-clear stream that ran through the village. One day, as Alexander and Buttercup were out exploring, they came across a group of children playing in a nearby meadow. Excited to join in the fun, Alexander urged Buttercup to run faster. But as they neared the group, Buttercup suddenly stumbled on a rock and threw Alexander off her back. Alexander landed with a thud on the soft grass, his heart pounding with fear. But before he could even catch his breath, he heard a loud neigh from Buttercup, who was struggling to get back on her feet. Alexander quickly crawled over to her and saw that she had injured her leg in the fall. Tears welled up in Alexander's eyes as he realized that Buttercup was hurt. He gently cradled her head in his lap and whispered soothing words to her, trying to calm her down. The other children gathered around them, their faces filled with concern. Just then, Alexander's father, who had been out working in the fields, came running over. When he saw Buttercup's injured leg, his brow furrowed in worry. But instead of scolding Alexander for being reckless, he wrapped his arms around his son and said, "It's okay, Alexander. We'll take care of Buttercup together." With his father's help, Alexander carefully bandaged Buttercup's leg and made sure she was comfortable. For the next few days, Alexander stayed by Buttercup's side, tending to her every need and keeping her company. He read her stories, sang her songs, and even slept next to her in the barn. Buttercup's leg began to heal, thanks to Alexander's love and care. And as she started to walk again, Alexander was overjoyed. He knew that their bond was stronger than ever and that they would always be there for each other, no matter what. From that day on, Alexander and Buttercup became inseparable. As they grew older, Alexander and Buttercup became legends in the village, known for their bravery and loyalty. Every child in the village dreamed of having a bond like theirs, filled with love, trust, and understanding. They continued to explore the countryside together, but now they were more cautious and mindful of each other's safety. Alexander learned to listen to Buttercup's cues and take care of her like she had taken care of him. Slowly but surely, and so, Alexander and Buttercup lived happily ever after, their friendship enduring through the seasons and the years. And whenever Alexander looked into Buttercup's gentle brown eyes, he knew that she would always be his faithful companion, his best friend, his pony.